I met Alicia Kreitzer, my business partner, back in 1995.
I interviewed her for a job. We were working for a healthcare recovery company, and
My first day with her was actually the Monday before the Oklahoma City bombing.
and Kim and I were actually scheduled to be there that day at Social Security. We had a client that we were meeting with, and I woke up that day and I was not feeling well. So I called into work, and therefore Kim couldn't make it, and I remember laying there, in bed, and I felt this huge vibration. And at the time, I lived about 30 miles from downtown Oklahoma City.
And I'll never forget, I was sitting in my chair, and when the Murrah building blew up, I fell out of my chair. It was that powerful. We were supposed to be in the Murrah building at 9:02 when it blew up on that Wednesday morning.
That's just something that's always connected Kim and myself, and it's a story that will always bond us, but it's not our whole story. We were actually working for one of the largest healthcare systems in the Midwest, and at the time we saw a lot of opportunities that were out there.
And so Alicia and I, one day, I was just in her office and venting, and it's like, if they would do this or if they would do that, it would make these so much better.
I think probably the most important thing that maybe jump-started a decision to want more for ourselves and for our families is working together and realizing we could do it a lot better, and we were really miserable where we were at. And we just kind of had a level of confidence between our relationship because we didn't have to do it alone.
So we decided to open our business, and we each put $200 in, went down to the bank, and we were ready to start this business. Things were going great in our healthcare recruitment company, and then along, comes 2008.
We had a huge economic crisis, and it really did impact a lot of people. And unfortunately, for myself and Kim, our business was really all that we had. We didn't really have any diversification in our services.
And so the next, 3 or 4 years were really, were a struggle.
It's so frustrating to be living in a survival mode and constantly wondering what's next. And I would look at people that would be running their businesses, and they seemed so happy, and they were scaling and they were growing, and I just thought, how are we ever going to scale this business? I was extremely frustrated.
And I remember Alicia came to me one day, and she said, "Hey, I've been doing some research online.
I came across an opportunity for us to go to an event.
I just had a piece about it." So that next day, of course, we signed up to attend this conference. We just both felt so compelled that this is what we needed if our business was going to survive, because at that point we were so isolated and we just didn't know what to do. We weren't happy, we weren't thriving, and we just needed something to kind of get us over that hump. And I remember that first day, it's just like we were sitting on the edge of our seats and just soaking everything in.
I felt so excited and inspired about my business again that I have not felt in such a long time. It wasn't just the hope and the feeling, it was tactical things that we could be doing to bring into our business immediately. And when you're really struggling and just feel like you're not really getting anywhere for so long, it's almost like you've been given a second chance. I had learned so much in that 3-day conference. I was like, what else do I not know that could completely change things for us? And that was the igniter.
Starting in 2014 to 2016, we 10x'd our business.
I just felt this overwhelming sense of like, this is amazing. If we could share this formula with other small business owners that could scale 10x in 2 years. If we can do it, we know tons of people can do it.
And now what we feel really compelled about doing is bringing the experts and the entrepreneurs together in one location to be able to connect, but not only connect, to be able to have access to these amazing people. Because once you give yourself access to the right people, that's when your business is just going to soar. And that is where Fast Inc. Network was birthed.
By coming to the Fast Inc. Network Accelerator, you're going to walk away with tons of connections, but I think what's going to surprise you is you're actually going to walk away with strategies that are going to allow you to scale your business in a way that you never knew was possible.
When you go home, you're going to be able to put the things that you've learned at the Business Accelerator in place, because you can 10x your business just like I 10x'd my business. If I would not have taken that leap of faith, 2 years ago, where would I be? And I want you right now to take that leap of faith, to invest in yourself, to attend the Business Accelerator, to get out of your comfort zone. Because when you invest in yourself is when you're going to see major growth.